Hey, what's up, guys? This is John Spear with Warhammer Electric. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today, I got a brand new tool for you guys to check out. It is going to be the Hikmicro Model B20 thermal camera. It is this bad boy right here, Hikmicro camera. So, first, what we're going to go through are some different stages. I'm going to tell you how we're going to turn it on and off, which will be, it's very simple, obviously. I'm going to show you how to set your settings to wherever you're at in life. As if you're here in America, it's going to be in Fahrenheit, or if you're over there across the pond, it's going to be, obviously Celsius. So we'll go through that. We'll show you the different levels that you can go off of, and just how to set it up properly, so the next time that you use it, it's already good to go. So that is how we're going to start this off. And then we're going to finish off with like a general review of the situation and maybe some little bit of key features that the Hikmicro has. So jumping right into it. How to turn it on. There's a little on button right here. You're going to hold it down until you see the Hikmicro logo. So I'll try to angle it properly. So there you go, the Hikmicro logo. It is on. So one thing you might notice, like when you first get it, is that you have a blank screen and you're like, oh geez, what the heck, where's the blank screen? So it is this little deal. Boom, you just switch it over. It's a shutter. You're going to use that shutter every time you turn it on and off, just because you want to protect that little camera that's inside. So that's a key feature that will be beneficial for you if you actually use it. Up top here is where you're going to charge it, where you're going to download your information. And at the bottom here, you got a little strap that you can hang on a carabiner, put on your arm, and go from there. So one key feature about this is it does have a 3-meter drop point. So meaning you can drop it from 6 feet or 3 meters, 6 feet, or hold on, 2 meters, 6 feet. Sorry, I knew it was 6 feet. The meters thing got me. So 2 meters, 6 feet, you can drop it. Not saying to drop it, but it does have the rating of a 6-foot drop. So that's pretty cool. Gotta like that kind of innovation, that, knowing that tradesmen drop shit all the time. Because we do. That's just part of it. It happens. So, just reading the screen. So up here in the right hand corner, and I know I'm having a hard time showing you, but up here in the right hand corner is going to tell you your Fahrenheit. Right next to that, or it's going to tell you what degrees you're in, whether it's in Fahrenheit or in Celsius. Over here on the even farther right side will be your battery life. Over here on this side is going to be your min, your max, and then your general temperature for what's around the area. As you can see, this thing's kind of picking up that up there, which is where my vent is, that it's cold up there. I'm trying to get it. There you go. See, it's kind of detecting that area is cold, and which makes sense because it's summer and I have the cooler on, and if you look up there, my vent's going. So definitely accurate of what it's doing. So another little thing that we're going to go over real quick is just general setup. So this should be like the first thing that you guys do when you get this thing. So what you're going to want to do is press the on button, because that's also your menu button. I'm going to kind of read it to you because it might be hard to read on my little deal here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read. So the first one's pictures, rule, alarm, measuring range, the color setting that you have, the distance you want to set it from, and then white light, which is, you know, whatever, and the unit. So the unit's the one you want to start at first, because that's determining whether it's Fahrenheit, Celsius. You get the picture. So how you do it is you're gonna, you know, to select which one you want. So I already preset this thing up to Fahrenheit, but when I got it, it was on Celsius. So to select it, you just press the select button, which is also your on button, until you find the correct one. So currently on Celsius, and there you go, Fahrenheit. So, you know, it takes a second for it to do its little changes. So, you know, it's not like, you know, boom, 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 boom. It's not instantaneous. So you got to give it like a hot second, you know, to let it do its thing. You're going to want to set your distance up at, in my personal opinion, if you're an electrician, you want to set it up at 3 feet, which would be 1 meter. So that's what I have it set up to it. You can set it a little bit differently depending on your situation, but that's basically saying that you want to read a temperature that's 3 feet away from you. So whatever that is. And to me, like if you're in a panel or you're reading checking out a motor, something like that, that's like the perfect distance that you would want to be at to do any type of measuring, because, you know, it's like a safe enough distance when you have the dead friend off and all that good stuff. So, you know, from any flying parts when there's motors, and, you know, it's a safe distance for you and your camera to be away from. So next thing is color settings. So there's like 3 different color settings that you can choose from. There's like the rainbow one, which is my personal favorite, and I like that because you can easily depict what is hot and what is not. There's also a black and white mode, which is, you know, it's very similar, but it's a little bit harder to read, I guess, would be the best output of it. I mean, you can still clearly see that the black is hot, and it'll give you the temperature and all that good stuff and the pinpoint location of that. But it's not like when you're trying to prove a point, like color is beneficial in my personal opinion. So like if I'm trying to explain to a customer that, hey, this breaker's bad, and the reason why it's bad is because I'm getting hot points on this and this and this, you know, the best way to describe that is with a picture showing color versus a picture showing black and white, because black and white would easily blend in, you know, versus a very distinct yellow mark saying, hey, this is hot and it's hotter than the rest of them. Why is that? Boom, boom, boom. It raises the questions that you want to be raised at the moment that you need them raised at, which is really cool. So the next one that we're looking at is the measuring range, which in my personal opinion, you would want to set it up at auto. So you can set them up in different ranges, like ranging from 0 degrees all the way to 500, which is cool if you're doing very specific work, and you can adjust that on the fly. But if you're just doing everyday maintenance, I think it would be beneficial to keep it on auto, only because that feature, you know, it is like dummy proof. So if you're looking at something like, boom, cooler, I want to know how cold it's pumping out air, and it's like a solid, you know, whatever, 60 degrees or something, then, you know, that's easy for this camera to pick that up and go from there. So very cool, you know, and it's like dummy proof, right? Because once you set it up that way, you give it to, you know, your guy and be like, here, you know, you take this, do a thermal reading. It's already set up. There's nothing to change on it, you know. So I would suggest keep it on auto for that purpose, even alone. Next couple settings is alarm. It does have a speaker. It's right here in the corner. You know, if you're one of those guys that likes the sound, but it doesn't matter to me. The picture quality, things like that. Sorry, computer went blank for a second. So picture quality, things like that. That's how that'll go. You can format the memory, restore anything, things about the camera in general that you might need to present to, like if you're working in government facilities, they want to know what type and all this good stuff. So you can find that. If you don't have the manual, you can kind of just go from there and show them all that kind of stuff. You can cast it onto a screen. You can hotspot it, all that good stuff. Auto off. Set your time and date, which you should set your time and date right when you get it, only because you want that shit time stamped, right? You want to say that, hey, I was here at 12 o'clock and this is what I got. Hey, I was here at 2 o'clock and it was something different, and now I'm confused, or whatever the case is. Temperature range, all that good stuff. So on the back out of it, there is a little back button that will auto save everything that you just did. So once you back out of it, it will auto save it. You don't have to change it again. If that's the setting that you'd like it at, that's what it'll stay with. It has an internal memory that will keep that there like that. So that is all good. So if we're just measuring something, and I'm going to try to do it just like based off of that, there's a little button on the front. It's a big red button, can't miss it. You're going to go up there and be like, boom, I want to figure out what that little deal is right there. It's at, like 52 is what's coming out of that sucker right now. So take a picture of that, and you could say, whether you want to keep that photo or not. Go from there. So overall review of this, and go jumping into that now. Super user friendly, I must say. It's super light, which is another thing I really like about it. And the reason I like that it's light is because you're going to be carrying it around all day. So I like that. User friendliness, I like it because I can just give it to one of the guys and we can go from there. There's nothing big to discuss. There's nothing tricky about it. You turn it on, you point, you shoot, and you're good to go. Nothing to explain. Very easy, user friendly. On the project management side, it's very easy to upload documents to it. It's just like uploading a phone. Nothing tricky about it. Shows up like, open up the Hikmicro freaking whatever. You open it up, boom, there's a file. You pick the ones that you need and you're good to go. You can delete it right then and there. Nothing crazy about it. Charging, it lasts for a good minute. I don't know exactly how long, but I know I've had it for a minute and I haven't even had to charge it, so that's pretty good. But it does have an internal battery, so all you gotta do is hook it up to the USB-C mode and bam, good to go. Nothing crazy about that. So overall, if you're looking for a budget friendly fantastic product for its price, the Hikmicro would be the one that you're looking for. If you look at the comparison models to these, which would be your Fluke and of course your FLIR, I have tried both of those models out. They're really good in their own individual way. The Fluke has a nice little system that will give you like a data breakout, which is really cool, but you're paying for that program more than you're paying for the actual device. With the FLIR, it is the opposite of user friendly. You can kind of mess around with it for a little while and it takes a minute to get used to, but once you do get used to it, it obviously, anything with time, you'll get good at it. But with this one, it's pretty simple. If you're pretty computer literate, then you can make your own determinations and spread points and things like that very easily. but the price point is really reasonable in comparison to those two. So I will put a link down below so you guys can check it out. If you like it or if you have any questions, put some comments down below. I'll do my best to answer them and kind of go from there. Another thing that we're going to be doing here in the very near future is we'll be doing like a field expedition where we open up a panel and check it out with this camera and kind of show you on the field how it looks like versus just here on the computer. You know, the sound quality will probably not be as good as it is right now because it'll be on my phone, but nevertheless, you know, it'll be a good product to kind of take a look at on the field and see how that is. Like I said, I'll put the link below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. You know, I really appreciate everyone tuning in to the WARHAMMER page. You know, I do these videos for you guys and try to be as informational and as realistic as possible. So take a look at the rest of the videos. We did start a new podcast. It's called the Arc Flash Podcast. I'm kind of going in deep with everything I discuss. So, you know, we're doing leadership, story time with, like, you know, funny stories, redefining management, things of that nature. There is like a whole section on my YouTube page. You can check that out. You can carry us with us on Spotify, podcasts on Apple, you know, Amazon Music. We're on everything right now, so you know, it's all good information. And you know, I just really appreciate everything that you guys have done, because this is, you know, this is pretty cool. So I keep reinvesting into WARHAMMER, so any money I do get gets directly put into better quality videos, cameras, things of that nature, so I can make more enjoyable videos for you guys. So every little bit helps, and I appreciate everything. You know, thank you guys. So you guys have a great day. Once again, my name is John Spear with WARHAMMER Electric. We just reviewed the Hikmicro B20. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Take a look at it down below. You guys have a great day. Thank you.